Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is about the basic architecture that every computer and application follows. The input, CPU and output architecture. Let's understand this is the simplest possible way. The first one is input. The process starts with input. Input is anything we give to the system. This can be a keyboard press, mouse click, a touchscreen tape or even a sensor sending data. For example, when we type a number or click a button on a website, that is considered input. Second one is CPU, Central Processing Unit. Once the input is received, it goes to the CPU, the brain of the computer. The CPU is made up of three main parts: the control unit, the arithmetic and logic unit, and the processing unit. First one is control unit. The control unit or CU is responsible for controlling everything. It decides what action should happen next. It tells the system how to process the input and what steps to follow. The second is ALU, Arithmetic and Logic Unit. This is the part of the CPU that perform all calculations and logical decisions. If the system needs to add numbers, compare values, or perform logic like true or false, the ALU handles it. The third one is processing unit. The third part is the processing unit, which means where the actual execution happens. It processes the instruction sent by the control unit and uses the ALU whenever arithmetic or logic is required. Together, these three components make the CPU handle all type of operations. The final is output. After the CPU finishes processing, the final result is sent to the output. Output can be display screen, a printer, or even store data. For example, if you type 5 plus 5 as input and the CPU calculate it, and the output will be the result then shown on your screen. Let's take the real-time example. You click the login button on a website. Your email and password are the input. The CPU and server process the data using the CU, ALU, and the processing unit. Once everything is validated, the output is your dashboard screen loading. So the conclusion is, this is how the input, CPU, and the output architecture works. That's all.